job and career prospects awaits you as an optometrist in Australia or in New Zealand. No matter which country you are from, if you are a registered optometrist, you can migrate, settle, and practice your optometry in Australia or in New Zealand simply by clearing the OCANZ COE exam. But what is this exam? Who can take it and how? Well, if you too are brimming with these questions, you are at the right place. In today's video, I'll tell you all you need to know about the OCANZ COE exam for Australia. So watch this video till the end and do share it with fellow optometrists to let them know about this exam. Okay, so let's get started. Now let's come to the most important parts. Why choose Australia? Now, Australia is a small island nation with a population that is aging. Australia doesn't have a young population as we have in India. So, medical healthcare system needs a lot of new young medical personnel, plus a population which is aging requires a lot of medical attention as well. So that's why there are a lot of opportunities for medical professionals there in Australia. For optometry specifically, there are 2000 plus job vacancies there, and for optometrists the basic salary or maybe the highest of the salaries are in Australia. The salaries of the optometrist in Australia can range between 105,000 to 125,000 Australian dollars, which is an average annual salary of 60 lakh if it is converted into INR. So it's a whooping, it's insane, as we compare this salary to our Indian salary or maybe any other developing country's salary. Other than that, Australia has given 185,000 PR visas for a medical professional as far in this year is considered. So yes, Australia, you can easily choose Australia if you are a medical professional. Now, looking at the eligibility criteria, so it's simple. Either you have optometric degree, which is 4-year full-time optometry degree, or you have 3-year optometry degree but 1 year of supervised clinical practice. That's important for you to be an eligible candidate for the registration. Okay, so next is OCANZ COE examination, the most important part of our video. The competency in optometry examination, that is your COE exam, has 5 parts in total: 2 written tests, 2 clinical examination, and 1 online cultural safety training. Now, as a whole, we can see it into 3 overall steps, but when we divide them further, there are 5 steps in total. First, let's talk about the written examination. So the written examination takes place in 2 parts, and both the parts are of 3 hours each. Okay, so number 1 is diagnosis and management examination. So this examination is of 3 hours and it is MCQs. Okay, you'll face 144 multiple choice questions there, and your subjects would be basic biomedical, vision and optical science, and clinical science. Okay, so you will be examined based on these subjects, and you will get MCQs, multiple choice questions only. Second part of this written examination is clinical science examination. Now, this is also, as I said, is 3 hours long, but here instead of MCQs, you will see short answer type questions. Okay, and why short answer type questions? Because this paper is focused on examining the candidate's skill in patient diagnosis. Coming back, so clinical science examination focuses on candidate's skill in patient diagnosis and management. That's why it's a little more longer, than the MCQ. So you need to write short answer type questions. Once you clear the written examination, okay, so once you clear this written examination, you reach to another step in the COE exam, which is cultural and safety training for optometrists. So now, why this is important? This is important because you as a foreign element, right, or you as a foreigner going to for you as well, you are a foreigner for that country, and for you that country is a foreign. So anyway, you might feel alienated, or sometimes you might end up you know, unintentionally or intentionally being cultural insensitive, right? Or same can happen with you, you know. So to take care of that, the board takes cultural safety training to teach everyone, to, you know, sensitize everyone how important cultural safety is, and who to reach, when to reach, and why to reach when something maybe or the other goes wrong with you in any way. But it will not, of course, because people over there are very sweet, and we expect you to be sweet with them as well. Now, once you clear cultural safety training as well, you are then supposed to do the clinical examination. Now, clinical examination is completely and purely a practical examination where where the board will see how you are, you know, dealing with patients. So these are also further divided into two forms. Number one is skills station examination, so your clinical skills will be examined. Another one is patient examination, so you will be given with 4 patients and you will be examined based on how you treat them, okay, in a clinical setting. Okay, written examination takes place online, cultural safety also takes place online. However, when you clear the both of the above hurdles, you reach to the clinical examination and you have to go to Melbourne in order to give the examination. Okay, so duration of this entire COE is 16 weeks. I hope you got this particular part of the examination. Now about the COE exam. Now the COE exam, as I told you, that the written examination takes place as a remote online proctored examination, while the clinical examination will be held in Melbourne, and in Melbourne too, at the Australian College of Optometry. Okay, it's important to know that Australian College of Optometry in Melbourne, Australia. Now, exam dates. So it's important to know the exam dates. So this COE exam takes place in 2 cycles. One is March cycle and another one is August cycle. So if you have given the March cycle, your exam, your written exam is going to be on Monday 3rd and Tuesday 4th March 2025. We are talking about the 2025 here because the 2024 exam for March has already been held. Okay, so once you give the March cycle, your clinical part, if you clear the written exam and the cultural safety training, you go to the clinical part of the examination, which will take place in the June, in the last week of the June, or 3rd or 4th week of the June. So that, for now that the March cycle has already been done for the 2024, we are talking about 2025. So for 25, Monday 3rd and Tuesday 4th March 2025 is the written examination, while in the session 1 for clinical part for the June cycle of 2025 is week of 23rd June, and session 2 will be week of 30th June 2025. Now coming to the August cycle, of course the written exam for the 2024 has already been done on August 2024, but for 2025 it will be on Monday 4th and Tuesday 5th August. Okay, Monday 4th and Tuesday 5th August 2025. Okay, it's important to know that 2025 is important because next year, because this year it has already done. But now those who have given the exam on August this year, their clinical session is going to be on 18th November 2024. So the 3rd week of the November, and session 2 is going to be on the last week of the November, that is 25th of November 2024. So those who are in this particular cycle, in the August cycle of COE exam 2024, either you guys are flying to Melbourne or you are set to fly to Melbourne. So all the very best from Academically, team Academically. We hope that you get clear through these clinical parts and take care of all your, you know, clinical part examination as well. So for those, it's in November this month 2024, and in 2025 the dates will be similar. Now let's talk about the step towards your dream. I mean the COE, what's the hierarchy of it. So the first step is eligibility check, that you must have a certain degree and experience, and you must be a certified optometrist in your home country. Second is competency in optometry examination, so you must be qualified with written COE examination. And then comes your English proficiency test like IELTS, OET, PTE and TOEFL. Then comes your clinical setting, right? The competency in optometry examination clinical part, for which in November some of people from India might fly to. And when you clear this part, which is the last stage, you become a registered optometrist in Australia. Okay, so skill assessment requirements for COE consists of degree. You must have a valid degree, a transcript, a work evidence. If you are showing a work evidence, so it is needed that if you're showing that you have an experience, you need to give a proof of that. And then valid passport, government ID proof. So if passport size photo, everybody understands that. Seventh is a registration certificate that you are a registered optometrist in your home country. All these requirements are by the Optometry Council of Australia and New Zealand. Okay. Now about the COE preparation course by Academically. Why you should choose Academically? So COE exam preparation course by Academically readies you for the OCANZ COE exam, which is the initial step towards becoming a registered optometrist in Australia. The course is designed to provide a comprehensive review of full OCANZ exam curriculum as per the Optometry Council of Australia and New Zealand, which is your OCANZ again. Taking the COE exam preparation course by Academically is one of the most cost-effective tools that will give you peace of mind and the surety of success. Why so? Because we have instructor-led and self-paced content, one-on-one mentor support, extended access to content and mocks, 1000 plus mock and recalls, feedback and assessment, tips on CV writing and cover letter generation, that's very important, and placement and visa support. So that's all for today. Thank you so very much for bearing with me. I hope I was able to give you a tour of what you are going into, from where you are taking your help and everything. I hope you understood it well. But again, there are always queries remains behind. So if you have any other query, you can drop that query in the comment section on our social media pages, or you can directly DM us on Instagram. So we are here just to help you. We're gonna get back to you at the right point, right? So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the soon, and take care and bye bye.